Welcome to Chair Tai Chi today here on Veterans Yoga Project. It's about a 45-minute-ish class today. Next week is gentle yoga for back care, so, we kind of alternate this class in that time slot. Just a reminder, we're having chair yoga for fall prevention starting the first time this upcoming Friday. It's in the same time slot, 1 p.m. Central Time, Texas time. All right, so we're going to go back to the chair. Now, during our gratitude and our guided rest and relaxation portion, I will come back up to the camera to do that part of the class. You're welcome to do that either laying on your back on the floor, on the couch, on the bed, or staying in your chair. It works. Just know that if this is too much to be seated on the chair, you can do most of the things also standing. So just let you all know that. Let me move this chair out of the way. And I'm going to come to the back of the room here. Again, my name is Gail, and this is Chair Tai Chi. So I'm away from the back of the chair. I'm engaging those tall postural muscles. And again, it's still a big screen with me. Spotlit? Yes, okay, great. From here, we're going to take our right fist. So you figure out which one's your right fist. That's the sun. And that flat left palm, that's the moon. And then we bow down to one another in respect. That's how we begin a Chair Tai Chi class in this format. Beautiful. Let's start with the breath. So in Veterans Yoga Project, we have 5 tools: breathing, movement, meditation, guided rest, relaxation, and that gratitude practice. We try to get that all in our classes. So place the hand low on the belly and then the other hand on top. Relax those shoulders. Let's breathe in and expand the belly outwards. So here we go. Breathe in, belly out. And as we exhale, we contract that belly button towards the spine. Again, breathe in, belly out. And exhale. Now, think about pressing your feet firm to the floor, getting out of our brain, into our body. Feel the contraction of the legs, the knees, the calves. Once again, relax those shoulders. Breathe in, belly out. Beautiful. Exhale, belly button towards your spine. Very good. So you're going to have the best posture that you can that is comfortable in your body. Some of us have these curves going on. That's okay. But again, firm behind into your chair as best you can, ears over the shoulders, nice lengthy posture. And we may, have that be less as we progress, but that's okay. What we'll do next is the Atlas point rotation. So this softens the neck muscles. We're going to take our nose and draw a circle. Now, sometimes when we do the Atlas point rotation, some of us have vertigo challenges. So instead of the eyes falling along with that circular movement, have the eyes look straight forward instead to lessen the vertigo symptoms. Or do a lot less or pause and wait for the next posture. You might hear some crinkly things going on. I definitely do. And let's pause and then take it the other direction. So here we go. Notice if you hear or feel more noise going on when you do this Atlas point rotation. So the Atlas is, the top of the spine inserts into the skull. So that's considered the Atlas place or the Atlas point. Again, your circles can be whatever width they need to be today. Maybe you're feeling a little stiff, and that's okay. Take your time, be patient, be kind. One more time, all the way around, and then back to the center. Beautiful. From here, so part of the stress reduction that happens is we coordinate breath with the movement. That's part of the meditative part of our class today. Next is going to be swimming dragon. So our hands come together, and you can hook the thumbs or not, your choice. And this is range of motion and to lessen neck pain. So from here, inhale, belly out. And then as you exhale, draw that belly button towards your spine, push the hands one direction, turn the head the other direction. Just notice how this feels. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, back to the center, belly button tight. Now again, breathe in, belly big, stay here. Swimming dragon. Exhale, push it away, turn the head the other direction. Notice if you turned a little bit more, maybe you did. Stay here, breathe in, belly big. Exhale back to the center. One more time each side. Stay here. Breathe in, belly big. Exhale, push it away. Turn that head. Stay here. Breathe in. Exhale back to the center. And one more time. Here we go. Breathe in. Stay here. Exhale, push it away. Excellent. Inhale, stay here. Exhale back to the center. We're going to do what's called a finishing breath. So let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And as if your hands were on top of a ball, you're bringing down the energy, bringing down the ki or the chi. Very nice. Next is spreading the feathers. So this is to open up more blood flow into the brain, open up that carotid, improves blood flow to the brain. And you're going to kind of notice also if you're still stiff in the neck, that kind of thing. A little bit of hand business going on here. So you're going to spread out the hands like a little starfish, and then take the hand out to the side. And I'm going to lower my arm a little bit and turn my thumb to the back of the room. So I feel a little bicep, tricep business going on here. Now with my opposite ear, I'm going to drop it towards my shoulder and then lift my chin up. You may be noticing a sensation going on here. You may not notice it. Now what we're going to do with this chin is drop it towards our chest, draw a little smile with our chin, and then bring the chin to the same side, arm that's out to the side. Now bring it back down towards your chest and over to the other side and release. Very good. Let's do the other side. Again, spread the feathers, spread those fingers out. Turn, I'll lower my arm just a little bit. Turn the thumb to the back of the room to get a little bit more arm activation. Again, do what you can with what you got today, okay? It may be less one side versus the other. Drop the opposite ear towards the shoulder and then lift the chin up. Woo, a little spicy on this side. And then let's take the chin towards the chest and then towards the arm that's extended out. And then let's go back down, chin towards the chest and towards that opposite side and release. Very good. Let's do some spinning hands. This is to loosen those wrists, good for carpal tunnel issues. Now, we're not doing stiff arm, okay? We're trying to be loosey-goosey at those wrists. Now, if it's painful, of course, you're going to do a lot less. You may notice, ooh, is my left doing the same as my right? Not on me, it doesn't, but just notice differences, yes? And this brings a little bit of air on the chest, on the neck also. Again, good for carpal tunnel, loosening those wrists a little bit. And then let's pause and go the other way. It's like your brain goes, what? Okay, you were doing it one direction, now you're doing it the other. This is a little bit of brain work that happens with this too. I love it. This gives me a little bit more air coming across my neck, my face, which I like this one. Breathing in, breathing out. So next is going to be shoulder rolls and alternate shoulder rolls and hold. So here we go. Let's roll our shoulders towards our ears. Just really, it looks weird, right? And then release it. Let's just kind of alternate or alternative, whatever that word is. Shoulder rolls, one into the other. So this is to prevent the hump in the neck, to strengthen the upper back musculature. And then reverse. Always think reverse looks weird. Well, okay, it looks weird on me, okay, because my elbow goes out to the side, because I can't quite do this the same as the original direction. So here we're going to do a little bit of activation of the upper back. So we're going to shrug the shoulders towards our ears. Again, it looks kind of funny. Then we're going to turn towards one side, one hand in the center, one hand, and you can turn the chin, line it up with the chest. So build that upper back musculature and release it down. I love it when we release it. Bring it back to the center. We're going to do the other side, but first, shoulders up towards your ears. Make it look funny. Squeeze those armpits, yeah? Let's turn over to the other side. Woo! Again, shoulders towards the ears. Feel that tension in the upper back, that strength building, and relax it down. Woo! Bring it back to the center. All right, beautiful. From here, let's just go ahead and just do something for the feet just to begin with. Let's bring a leg out to the side. Now, typically, I show this to the front when I teach in person, but, you know, I've got the camera here, so I need to take it out to the side a little bit. I'm going to move my behind a little bit. That feels kind of weird because it's like hitting it right at the corner. So you do you, okay? So resting on the back of the heel, toes towards the sky. You may notice the calf. You may notice stuff around the knees, the quadriceps. If it's spicy in the back of the knees, bend the knee a little bit, but still flex that heel. Woo! Goodness gracious. So what is this? To prevent foot cramps, to increase the mobility in the ankle, flexibility. And once we start pumping, return blood flow from the lower extremities back to the heart. Now, let's point it away. Ooh, that feels interesting. Usually for like, I don't like it. When it's interesting, it's usually you don't like it, right? And then if you have shoes on, this might feel a little cumbersome, but do the best you can, okay? We're going to point and flex. So here we go. We're turning the blood flow back to the heart. So this is also a blood sugar glucose reduction technique, pumping the calves because it's considered to be the second heart in your body. Do this after dinner if you're not able to do that little quick walk after, a heavy meal or any kind of meal, yeah? A couple of more points and flexes here. Again, you can do this with your socks, with your shoes on. It's up to you. You can do it barefoot. When I have socks on, when we do this one, my sock comes off. So that's usually why I have bare feet when I do this. And release. Let's bring that leg in. You can use your hand to guide it back in. Now, let's bring the other one out. You can sling, fling, get it out there, kind of wiggle it a little bit. Sit up tall, and then toes towards you. Woo! Is this one more tight than the other? So make some observations here. Does it feel the same? Or did you even really notice? Who knows? Yeah? Oh my, it feels really tight in the belly of the calf muscle, kind of in the kind of the curvy part, I guess you call it. I'm getting real technical here. The curvy part of your calf muscle. All right, now point the toes away. Did your foot do any crackling or snapping sensations, like popping? Sometimes I do, depending on what has gone on with you and your feet in your lifetime. I know I used to wear steel toe shoes at the job I had before, and it kind of like made my toes kind of go in and stuff, so it wasn't like the best thing, but protected my toes from anything falling on them. All right, and then flex. Ooh. Again, notice the differences. Notice if you need to bend that knee a little bit, with maybe play around with that. If it feels kind of awkward or strange, being softly straight, bend the knee, and then you'll feel it a little bit more in the top of the leg, and maybe a little bit more in the calf. Let's point and flex. Here we go. Oh, my foot just popped. Breathing in and out. Now again, if you need to do this standing instead because sitting is not your friend today, that's cool. I mean, you won't be able to do this one standing too easily. I guess you could. But some of the other ones. We're going to be doing a little bit more shoulder work in just a little bit. Again, pump and flex, pump and point. Very good. And bring it in. You know what? Let's do a little bit more ankle isolation to help us have better balance walking. I'm going to scoot my booty back a little bit and have my fingers underneath my knee pit, lift that foot up, and just point and flex here. Notice how it feels a little bit different with this here. And let's do some ankle foot rotations. Ooh. I feel a little business going on here on the ankle, the top of the foot, little snappy, cracky business. And reverse. My reverse usually is a different shape than the original direction. Now I've got a little touch of sciatica today, so this is a little spicy. I was getting my sciatica soothing movements done before class, so it wouldn't be too spicy today. And release. Let's do the other side. So fingertips underneath the knee pit. You're kind of leaning back a little bit. Very good. And do your rotation. Oh, wait, point and flex. Sorry. Again, I think I mentioned I have CRS. Can't remember stuff. And then go ahead and do the foot rotation. Very good. Is it making noise? Is yours making noise too? Mine is. And reverse, other direction. Ooh. Very good. From here, we're going to do wild goose flutter hands. So this brings energy to our arms, our wrists, and to our fingers. So basically, we're shaking our arms up at an angle and down. And then maybe to the front and to the side, you can turn, and then the other side. Sometimes when you twist, burping occurs. Just kind of know that, okay? And then maybe you can go straight out. Ooh, that's kind of spicy. And then go, at an angle. Very good. Next is stir arms to notice our range of motion. So I'm going to scoot over to one side of my chair. And I'm kind of letting that arm hang off to the side here. Now I place my hand on my shoulder on this one because it's kind of spicy shoulder. I have a pacemaker, so sometimes it's like, little challenge there. Or you place your hand on your hip, whatever you need to do. And just draw those little ovals or circles. It's called stir arms. We use this in physical therapy for getting your range of motion back, if you had a pacemaker put in, for example. There's also a Chair Tai Chi movement too. Again, you're noticing what's going on in that shoulder joint. I can feel a little snap, crackle, pop going on here. It's not painful, it's just noisy. And let's pause and make it go the other way. Again, when I go that second direction, it's always a different shape. And you can experiment. Do you want to place your hand there, see what it feels like, or just place the hand on the hip? Your choice. Let's make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. Very nice. I'm going to sit up tall, scoot over to the other side of the chair. My chair's kind of wide today. And let's do that stir arms again. Now this side, I don't need the hand on the shoulder. So it's like, this is my wild side, I guess. Can you have a wild side? I guess you can. I don't know. A little bit more range of motion. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. And then let's reverse that and make it go the other way. Ooh. Again, this could be done standing if you want to do the standing version of this instead. This one's, I can hear this a little bit. And then make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. Very good. Now I'm going to go back to the center of my chair. I'm away from the back of the chair again to engage those tall posture muscles. It kind of forces you to do that. So next is Kyan paints the rainbow. Again, it's range of motion. It's isolation of the shoulder joint. If this is too much, take a break, breathe, join us for the next posture, okay? But first, let's do the finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up, and then bring the hands down the center, bringing down the chi. Very good. So from here, I'm going to take one of my hands out to the side of my body. The palm is facing me to begin with, but you know what? Turn the palm away to where the pinky is towards me, the thumb to the back of the room. Then we inhale, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, bring it back behind you. Inhale, gather them up together. Flip the hand and drop the other arm down to the side. Turn the thumb away, pinky towards me. Very good. Inhale, circle, sweep arm up. Exhale, arm back behind you. Inhale, gather them up. Flip it. Exhale, bring that other hand down. Turn the thumb away, pinky towards me. Very good. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Arm up. Exhale, woo, back behind you. Snap, crackle, pop. Inhale, gather, flip it. And then bring the other hand down. Turn the thumb away, pinky towards me. Beautiful. Inhale, circle it up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather. Flip it, bring it down. Okay, turn the thumb away, pinky towards me. Breathe in, circle the hand up, the arm up, excuse me. Exhale, bring it back behind you. This is the last time on this side. Inhale, gather, flip. Bring the hand down. Turn the thumb away, pinky towards me, palm away. Breathe in, circle it up. Exhale, back behind you. Inhale, gather, flip it, and bring it down. Let's do the finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up, and then bring down the chi. Next, we're going to do the o'clock. It's a very similar movement to Kyan paints the rainbow, but it's just a little different. Palms are facing the side of your body. We'll have one hand rest down on your leg and the other one dangling once again. It's a little different than Kyan, but still about the shoulders, okay? So we're going to inhale, arm up. Once it gets up to the 12 o'clock position, you're going to turn the palm away and then bring it back behind you. Now you may have to turn your chest a little bit. And we're going to do the same side again. Inhaling the arm up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Turn the palm away. Very good. Exhale, back behind you. Woo. Again, inhaling up, up, up. Turn that palm away. Exhale, back behind you. Snap, crackle, pop. Last time on this side. Inhale, circle the arm up. Turn the palm away. Very good. Back behind you. Okay, kind of little shoulder shrugs here. Shake the hands. Let's do the other side. So we're going to do the other side. So other hand kind of dangles here. Here we go. Inhale, arm up. Turn the palm away. Exhale, back behind you. Again, inhaling, up, 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 up. Turn the palm away. Exhale, back behind you. So you're noticing one side versus the other. Let's do it again. Breathe in, circle it up. Exhale, back behind you. A lot of breath here, huh? One more time. Breathe in. Exhale, turn that palm away. Bring it back behind you. Let's do the finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Make fists, bring them down to your lap. Next is eagle claw. Inhale, fist to the chest. Exhale, fist to the sky. Inhale, fist back down to your chest. Open up the hand. Exhale, push that hand forward. Very good. Inhale, back to your chest. Squeeze that shoulder. Exhale, arm out to the side. Look at your hand. We're going to throw our fists 5 times. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your lap. Other hand, fist to chest. Breathe in. Exhale, sky high. Very good. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up the palm. Exhale, push it forward. Wonderful. Inhale, back to your chest. Squeeze that shoulder a little bit. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your fist back to your waist. Other fist to your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, sky high. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up the palm. Exhale, push it forward. This is the last time this side. Inhale, back to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to your waistline. Here we go. Inhale, fist to the chest, other side. Exhale, sky high. Inhale, back to your chest. Open up. Last time. Exhale, push it forward. Inhale to your chest. Exhale, out to the side. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your waist. And inhale, circle, sweep arms up. And then bring down the chi. Very good. Next is spinal cord breathing. It's very similar to what we do with cat-cow, where we curve our spine and we extend our spine forward, but it's the Chair Tai Chi way. So we're going to remember those hands where we kind of threw the hands with the cupped hands. Do the cupped hands in front of you again. And then we're going to inhale, elbows up, 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 chest forward. Here's your cow. And then exhale, draw that belly button towards your spine, and then curve your spine to the back of the room. Now make sure there's space between you and your back and the chair, okay? Here we go. Inhale, elbows up. Extension and flexion of the spine. Exhale, curve the spine to the back of the room. Again, elbows up, breathe in. Exhale, curve that spine. This time we're going to turn to the side a little bit. Inhale, elbows up, turn to the side. Exhale, back to the center. One more time, over to the other side. Exhale, back to the center. Let's inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Bring the back of the hands down the center. This is called the blood pressure technique. Bring it down. And then we're going to take our thumbs into our palms, fingers on top of the thumbs. That stimulates the heart meridian. Bring the elbows back, chest forward, breathe in. And then exhale, release the hands out to the side. Let's do that again. Breathe in, circle, sweep arms up. Bring the hands down the heart center. Make a little heart there. Very good. Grab the thumbs, fingers on top of the thumbs. Exhale. Inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, out to the side. So if you have high or low blood pressure, inhale up. This is the equalizer technique. Exhale, bring it down, grab those thumbs. Inhale, elbows back, chest forward. Exhale, out to the side. Last time, inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Bring it down the center. Here we go, here we go. Grab those thumbs, elbows back. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, arms out to the side. Let's do the finishing breath. Inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Exhale, hands come down the heart center. So I haven't done much for the feet. Let's do a little bit more. Let's do Sumo Stomp. You can have your hand underneath your knee pit. Bring the leg out to the side, into the center. Other one, You can add a little stomp if you like. Now, if you've got that neuroma or plantar fasciitis, you may be wanting to do this a little bit more tender, okay? So this is a bone density type of movement. Little vibrational energy stimulates bone growth by activating, contracting those musculatures. And you're going to notice, okay, does one side feel more spicy than the other? That typically means you have a weakness or a more strong side. If you feel this, this is the getting in and out of the car functional move. Sumo Stomp. Woo. I'm shaking the house. One more each side. Next is swallow flies to the nest. All right, bring it back to the center. Inhale, circle sweep arms up. And then bring the palms up, resting on your lap. So swallow flies to the nest. Again, this is a little bit of brain work, crossing the horizons or the hemispheres. So we're going to take a hand out to the side and basically inhale, bring the hand across. So you're going to feel your intercostals here. Exhale, arm out to the side. Inhale, up and over. And then we take the back of the hand and land it in front of you. Exhale. Now bring it back to the center. Take the other hand across. Breathe in. Exhale, arm out to the side. Very good. Inhale, up and over. And then exhale, land it in front of you. You know what? I'm going to grab my ball so you can visually see this a little bit better. So if you ever have like a little soft ball or a kid's ball, you know, this just kind of makes it a little bit more fun. Typically, you do this with a little cup of water in your hand to make sure, actually that's teacup, that's the next one. But we'll go into that. So we're going to bring the arm out to the side, breathe in, exhale, bring it across. Let's see, bring it out to the side and up and over. Lost my train of thought there, folks. And then exhale into the front. And again, let's bring it across. Inhale, bring it across. There we go, got it back. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, up and over. And exhale. Now I'm going to bring it back. Here we go. Eagle flies east. Swallow flies east. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Again, bring it across. Swallow flies east. Doesn't know its directions. Swallow flies west. Swallow flies up and over and lands in its nest. Let's do that again. Inhale, bring it across. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, up and over. And exhale, out in front. Other side. Inhale, bring it across. Very good. Exhale, out to the side. Inhale, up and over. And exhale. From here, inhale, circle, sweep arms up. Bring down the chi. All right, I'm going to put that ball back. From here, let's do some foot patterns. Again, we're going to bring a leg forward, out to the side, forward to the chair. You come up near the edge of your chair to do this a little bit easier. Forward, out to the side, forward to the chair. If you need your hand underneath to guide you to do this, that's okay too. We're going to add 3 to this. Forward, out to the side, bring it in 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to the chair. Other side, forward, way out, bring it in 3 times. 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to the chair. This time 5 times. Here we go. Forward, way out, bring it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Way out, forward to your chair. Other side, forward, way out, bring it in 5 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it way out to the front. Let's clap our hands, get some heat, some circulation going into the hands. If you're allowed to hinge forward, let's get those shins, the calves, the sides of the legs, the insides, the knees, underneath the other side. All right, very good. Now spring the feet together, sit up tall here, and we're going to be doing the jitterbug. So basically, heel toeing out to the side. This is for ankle mobility, a little bit of brain work. Other way. And if you want to twist the upper body the opposite direction, oh, my chair squeaks. Of course it does. Can you hear it? I'm sure you can. All right, bring it back to the center. Now, heels out, toes in, kind of like a reverse penguin here. We're going to independently walk these feet in and out. So here we go. This is to have better balance. Again, ankle isolation. Very good. Woo, getting those shins nice and warmed up there. And one more. And bring it in. Next is Pari. So basically we're drawing a circle in and another one. So we're kind of crossing the center here. You may have known it as wax on, wax off. Buns firm into the chair, shifting your body one side to the other. You may feel a little sensation going on in the bottom of the hands, the fingers, the palms, and you may not. And then let's pause and then wipe it out. I tend to wipe my circles bigger when I wipe out. I don't know why. So I'm thinking about dusting my coffee table. And then make it vertical. So you're wiping out. Again, if your shoulders are saying, I've had enough, you've had enough, okay? Do a lot less. Just breathe. You know what? Let's pause it and wipe it in. Okay. Okay. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop. I can hear my shoulders. If you want a little bit more vigor, it's always if, okay? Make fists and do elbows to the center, elbow digs. Again, sometimes burping occurs because of all the twisting we're doing here. Air escapes. I'm just going to put that out there. Getting into the lungs, that's good for cold and flu season, yeah? All right, let's bring it back on top, wiping in, wiping in. Make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. Very good. Now I'm going to come up a little bit closer to the camera. Y'all stay there, though. We're going to do a little bit of the energy work. I don't know if you read the description of the class, but we do some qigong detoxing techniques. Let's see how that looks in the camera. Yeah, you can still see me. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is find you got your collarbone here. We're going to go down about, I don't know, 2-3 inches into kind of in that sternum. We're going to thump our thymus. So we tend to lose T-cell production once we get past the age of 30. So we're stimulating that thymus gland by tapping. You can do both if you like. I like both. It might feel a little tender, depending if you have lymphatics that are kind of swollen. Yeah. And this always reminds me of a cartoon way back when, that Tarzan, where you would thump his chest and he would go, ah. You can do that too if you want to. Very good. Next is going to be what is called the big six, the lymphatic drainage. Also, it's qigong detoxing techniques. So what we do is we take our hand, find our collarbone, and we rub above and below the collarbone. So, you know, we have our circulatory system for our blood. We also have lymph nodes, but the only way cellular waste gets out of the body into the bloodstream is by movement. So we're moving, we're getting this drain, getting this out of our bodies. And let's go over to the other side. Rub on that collarbone. You know, you can do this with, you know, clothing over your body, but sometimes it's better to do skin to skin if you're doing this type of practice. Very good. Then you do the little Spock hands if you can. Well, maybe you can't. Fingers in front and in back of the ear, and you get the little part of the jawline. So, you know, when you go to the doctor, they're always like, when you're sick, they're always checking, do you have any swollen glands? Well, you know, maybe the lymphs have not been moved, okay? Notice if this feels tender to you, all right? I'll send you a link about the big six in the follow-up email, folks, okay? And then let's do the other side. Again, make sure you get that little bit of the jawline. So we're kind of rubbing in front and the back of the ear and kind of cupping the hand along the back of the neck also. About 1/3 of our lymph nodes, lymph things, are in our shoulder neck area, okay? Very good. So when men and women get breast cancers, they're always checking cancer in the lymph nodes, right? So that's armpit, the pectoral. So let's squeeze, your thumb on that front part of the chest, squeeze in the armpits. You can also do rubbing or tapping. Sometimes I'll do the fist and tap softly into the armpit after I've kind of squeezed it a little bit, okay? Again, you should have a pit in your armpit, but sometimes it's puffy because we haven't had much drainage going on. If we've had any kind of chest surgery, yeah, like my pacemaker, I had to work this after my pacemaker because they put the pacemaker in my pectoral muscle. Let's do the other side. So here we go. Again, kind of squeeze first. And then if you want to pat or if you want to do the little fists, again, you're going to kind of notice. So I had heart surgery here about 1.5 years ago, and they went in through my ribs to do this heart surgery. So I also pat my scars so I invite more lymphatic flow. I'm going to do the other side because I forgot to do the other side. That was the surgery to stop AFib, by the way. All right, so the next place that we do is from the belly button up. So kind of go below your rib cage, and that's your diaphragm. Kind of rub into that little curve at the bottom of the ribs, yeah? And then open hands or fists or side of the hands, or just kind of rub that belt line. A lot of lymph nests in this area. You tend to sit a lot. This is the choke hold right here, your abdominal crease where the leg inserts into the torso. I'm going to bring my legs out like we did in Sumo Stomp. I'm going to take the side of my hands and chop what it's called the qua. So those of you that have done Tai Chi or martial arts probably know some of this kind of wordage I'm using. Some of you new to this don't know this, and that's okay too. So I go to the inner thigh, on top of the leg, and towards the hips. Again, if you get prostate cancer, they check this area to see if cancer has moved to these lymph areas. All right, I'm going to bring my feet back in. So the next and last area of the big six is the back of the knee. So you're going to softly stroke the back of the knee. I'm going to bring my feet a little bit more forward so I get the top of the calf, the back of that knee crease, and the bottom of the hamstring. If you tend to have swelling in the feet, the ankles, your roadblock for that is the back of the knee. So you go from big veins, capillaries to tiny. You don't start with the back of the knees to have less edema. You start from the collarbone, the neck. You go down in that order that I talk about. And I'm hinged forward here to do this. You can also chop into the back of the knee after you've done it a little bit. If you got Baker's cysts, maybe you're a little bit less vigorous with this, okay? All right, sit up nice and tall. Now we're going to go into the hand tapping sequence. So let's tap the pinky sides. So that's for lessening headache and vertigo. They're not whapping, we're tapping, okay? So these are meridians in traditional Chinese medicine. Forget which one I don't remember which this one is. I'll have to write that down and let y'all know next time. And then the interwebs of the thumbs. This is for digestion disorders and nausea. So you're going to tap into the web of the thumbs. And if you got rings on, they may, shake a little bit. So just be mindful, be sweet. Let's flip it. Very good. So the flipping is usually like, ooh, my brain. That's not the normal way I do this. Well, you don't normally do this, but, it just feels different, yeah? So the interwebs of the fingers, that's for pain or numbness in the limb. So very carefully, you tap into those little valleys. It's kind of like the church steeple kind of thing. You're tapping into the valleys. Again, if you have rings, you're being very mindful that you're not scraping your fingers when you do this, yeah? And you naturally put the regular way that you do this, the finger on top. So let's wiggle that top finger and switch it to the other finger being on top. Again, this is a little bit of brain work, yeah? And tap, tap, tap. It feels odd because that's not the normal way to do this, yeah? Breathing in and out. Next is the pulse points. That's for heart and cardiovascular issues. So at the pulse points, we're going to tap, tap, tap into those. Again, that's the heart meridian, maybe a pericardium meridian. and then flip it. Very good. Now we're going to cup the hand, kind of like we did when we swung the arms. We're going to tap the back of the hand gently. If you have rings, you may have to like cup it more on the side. So this is for osteoarthritis, back pain. Makes a nice little sound. Again, cup the hand, the top hand. Now we're not whapping, we're tapping. Let's do the other one. Now I have a ring on this one, so I'm going to cup it a little bit more, curve it a little bit more. That makes a louder sound. The back of the wrist is for neck and shoulder pain. So again, cupped hand, gently, softly. Now I've got to watch on the other one. Well, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. Let's do the other one. There we go. We started a few minutes late, so, you know, we're going to try to make this a 45-minute class. And then if you tend to have sleep challenges, the tapping of the armpits, elbow pits, sorry, is to lessen insomnia. This gets spicy sometimes because, you know, you're kind of tapping this a little bit more vigorous than like the rest of the stuff you were doing. Kind of get that bad energy out of the body. And the last one, this is the one I really like. So make a fist, punch into the palm. That's for stress, anxiety, improves your clarity, consciousness. You also notice which side is a little bit more strong than the other. Makes a nice little noise there. Let's do the other one. Okay. This is not my strong side. Again, those rings, be cautious, be kind. Very good. So part of what we did today, we moved with breathing, we breathed with the movement. That's part of our meditative process. Next is our guided rest and relaxation. Now, I invite you to either scoot back in your chair, cross at the ankles, hands resting on your lap, or lay down on the couch or the floor, whatever is comfortable for you. I'm going to scoot back since I'm the person that's teaching this today. I'm going to cross at my ankles and pressing my back into the floor. I invite you either to close your eyes or gaze down at the floor. Some folks don't want to close their eyes. That's cool with me. And I want you to notice your breath. Notice that you're breathing. Don't change it in any way. Just notice, what does it feel like here to breathe in? And what does it feel like here to breathe out? And notice if there's any like residual tension being held in the body. You may have to kind of wiggle different places in your body to make it a little bit more comfortable. And again, I just invite you to get more comfortable, whatever that means for you today. Again, eyes gazing at the floor, maybe at your knees, or eyes closed. Relax those shoulders down. From the top of the head to the tips of the toes, notice if there's any tension being held in the body. With each breath, just kind of like soften those areas, just kind of let it melt, soften into what's being supported. So you're noticing your feet on the floor, your back of the legs, the behind, the back, seated in the chair, or whatever surface is supporting you at this moment. Maybe your chin is a little bit towards your chest. You're relaxing. So you're noticing being supported by the surface beneath you. Notice that pressure, feeling, your body's weight into the chair, into the floor. So just notice that sensation. And then we'll flip it to the front places of the body. Maybe you notice the air coming across your face, your neck, your hands, whatever skin you have going on right now. Notice the arms, the legs, the torso, and the front places of the body feel lighter than the back places of the body. The back, the behind, the back, the legs, the feet. So contrast feeling light in the body versus feeling heavy, weighted in the body. Good, good. Notice the rise of the belly, the chest, as you inhale. And then the contraction of the belly towards the spine, the lessening of the lungs as you exhale. Breathing in, breathing out, listening to the air going in through the tips of the nostrils and out through the nostrils as you exhale. Let the body soften. Very good. I invite you now to come back into the present, back into the present moment. So wiggle those fingers, those toes, flutter those eyes a little bit. If you're in the back of the chair, scoot forward a little bit. Maybe bring the knees a little bit wide, hands on the knees, and let's start some wide shoulder circles just to bring a little bit of movement back into the body. Again, be sweet, be kind to yourself here. And then let's pause and go in the other direction. So wide body circles. Very good. And maybe walk those feet in. Let's place the hands together. Let's do that swimming dragon again, okay? So we're going to breathe in, belly big. Contract the belly button, push the hands one direction, turn the head the other direction. Notice if there's any increase in the range of motion or if it feels different. Maybe it does. Breathe in. Exhale back to the center. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, other direction. Ooh, a little bit more range of motion. And again, stay here, breathe in. Exhale back to the center. Beautiful. From here, let's place our hands on our heart center and let's think about one thing that we're grateful for, or maybe an idea of gratitude. So whatever that is that you're grateful for, let's kind of grab it and place it into our heart space. Let's drop our chin towards our chest, and gratitude is just showing up today. Beautiful. Let's bring our eyes to look forward, kind of flutter those eyes open. Let's end our class as we began it. So we're going to take that right fist, so y'all figure out which one that is. That's the sun. And then that flat left palm, that's the moon. And then we bow down to one another in respect. This concludes our practice of Chair Tai Chi here on Veterans Yoga Project. I'm going to stop the recording